Hello friends, it's Richard, founder of Short-Term Rental University and Airbnb Superhost, and I want to invite you to my next live event. Buying your short-term rental, whether it's your first one, your second, your fifth, your 10th, it's a huge investment decision and it's got to be done right. It might be one of the single largest investments you've ever made or continue to make, and so it's critically important that we're finding the right opportunities in the right locations with the right cash flow and the right diversification. I see too many people get started, have some success, repeat that success, not recognize what risks they're taking in the portfolio, and also missing opportunities that exist for the next few decades. What worked in the past will not work in the future, so we need to do things differently. We need to position ourselves in the forward mindset, and I have a future-proof framework and methodology that's led me to start with 1 short-term rental to 2, 5, I'm now at 8, and I have 200 keys in the Outer Banks of North Carolina under development now. What started with 1, with the future-proof formula, has led to 2, and now 200 units under development, and now international and a broadly diversified portfolio that's going to take short-term income and generate long-term wealth. I taught 36 people how to do this in Nashville, and the results were outstanding, and I'd like to invite you to come and learn exactly what it is that we do, how we view the opportunity set, why right now the opportunity to generate 20 and 30% type returns exists, but it's fleeting. For those of you who don't know, when I graduated from the Wharton School, I was recruited by one of the finest institutions on the planet, the Blackstone Group, and my peak in that career in finance on Wall Street, I ran a $4.5 billion hedge fund. My mission in those hedge fund days was to find the least risk with the most return and to find it sooner and earlier than everybody else. One thing I know is these opportunities come around once in a lifetime and they're fleeting, and the time is now to invest intelligently in a broadly diversified portfolio and overcome those limiting beliefs that keep you doing what everyone else is doing, which is really kind of dangerous if you stop and think about it. The way that the average investor in Airbnb is expressing their success is through 2 little heuristics, 2 little shortcuts, and neither of them are good. You would never do this yourself. So let's point them out and let me know if this sounds familiar. The first one is proximity. Are you investing because you did well in one location and so now the place across the street or upstairs or downstairs is working? Well, that might be okay, but for your 3rd, 4th, 5th, and as you start to scale, you're introducing more concentration risk and you need some diversification. There's too much risk in the portfolio because, God forbid, one rule change, one flood, one hurricane. I mean, I can't even keep track. There's a million things that could go wrong. And if you have all your eggs in one basket, that's a problem for your business. Every single day, people are attracted to the Airbnb platform because of my YouTube channel, success stories, things that they read about in the news, and so they come and do whatever works. And then they have some success, and then they buy the place above or below, left or right, or maybe they really diversify across town and they hope that the cleaning team will go over there. Well, that's yesterday's story. Today's story and the future story is about remote hosting, buying the right opportunities, having thematic investment strategic ideas about where to invest, where people are going to continue to come for decades, so that you have the most prime opportunity to buy these properties today before institutional money comes. Right now, they're unaware that it is an asset class. They think multifamily, industrial, retail, commercial, etc. But they don't have a designation for short-term rentals. They still think it's millennials couch surfing. But they will wake up when they see how much opportunity there is, and they see people like you and I starting to build these portfolios and creating a brand in unique locations that are going to have consistent demand for decades. Rest assured, institutional money will come. And when that money comes, it's too late to get started. Come join us at the live event and understand how to do this. The alternative is you try it on your own, you fumble around, you have some success, you stub your toe. I think you'll win. I believe in you. Of course you will. You're intelligent. But why not take a shortcut and model the masters? Follow people that have done what it is that you want to do so that you have greater conviction and certainty and clarity, and you can achieve it yourself faster. When I design these live events, I do so in a small, intimate setting. I restrict the number of seats, and I do it with intent and purpose. And the purpose is because I really want to grow you. So I want more contact with you. I want more proximity to you. I want you to interface with me and the other entrepreneurs in the room in a way that you couldn't do. Of course, I could sell thousands of tickets in a much bigger arena at a lower price point. But that doesn't move me in the least. This isn't about money. This is about you achieving your goals, your dreams, you having a life filled with love and abundance and everything that you want. And the best way for me to do that is to have a higher ticket price and a lower seat count, and have the people that really want to take that next step be front and center, present, learning, and the most important thing, willing and able to take action. If at the end of the first day you don't feel you got the value of the ticket, come see me, see anybody on my staff. We'll give you a full refund, no questions asked, and we'll just thank you and wish you the very best. I'm that confident that I'll put my money where my mouth is to make this as low a risk, like zero risk, with unlimited upside. So I want you to go ahead and click below. Registering is super easy. We have a limited number of seats, and in order to sweeten the deal, like it needs any sweetening, but in order to sweeten the deal, I'm going to throw in 2 bonuses that I've never done before. I have a course that teaches similar mechanics. It's a $2,000 course. I'm going to include that in the ticket purchase today. You'll get the $2,000 course and the seat for the live event. And because it's consistent with my why and what I believe in, which is relationship, love, I'm also going to encourage you to bring your spouse, your significant other, your business partner to the live event. One of the most beautiful things about the short-term rental business is that it can be something that brings your family together. It's a family business. If you and your spouse or your significant other have different careers and you spend 8-10 hours apart, this can bring you together in the nights, it can bring you together on the weekends, you can work on this together. And so I want to invite you for $500 to bring your significant other, bring your business partner, bring your child, bring somebody who you want to educate in the opportunity set, and share this with them. So, come on, go ahead, click below, and I can't wait to see you at the live event.
Hey there, I'm Kimberly Zahaski. I'm here at STRU Live and just loving it so far. I have been in this space and following Richard for about a month and a half, so super new. I've always been passionate about real estate and just found this niche. I had a property for a few years that we just had for our own family, and then we found this property that seemed amazing. So I'm like, how do I do this? So I found him on YouTube and have been following him, and obviously he's the expert. I like to follow the best and learn from them. So I came to this seminar and I'm learning so much already. Not only from like the technicals of like how to build this type of business, how to do it properly, but how to expand my mind and become a better version of me through it. So I'm just excited about the event and excited about continuing with him in the future.
So I'm Kim Fitzpatrick, and I rent out a sleeper sofa and a private room in my house, as well as a condo that's in my neighborhood, and I know I need to think bigger, dream bigger, and that's why I came. I had a to-do list that was like 3 or 4 things, and the whole paper is filled, and I'm like squeezing in extra stuff. I need to, well, I know I'm gonna be focused on this. I know I'm not gonna focus on if this pillow looks right, or like if I have the right amenities. I'm like thinking on such a bigger scale. I've changed my life in the last 2 days. I know I have. Like, I just know. My job, my financial situation, my kids are gonna have a new life. My lifestyle will change. Like, I'm gonna live my why. I can't imagine anyone not coming to STRU Live. Like, of course.
Speaking with Richard at the break just recently, and really appreciate his ability to communicate. And Richard can be a pretty imposing person. You know, if you look at him on paper, you know, here's a person that's managed $4.5 billion portfolio, has achieved a lot in his 50 years on the planet. But one of the things that I was complimenting him about was his ability to kind of come down at a more natural level and communicate to people that maybe will never have the things that he has or had, never achieve, you know, financially some of the things that he had or has, but his ability to connect with your passion and what's important to you and what drives you, I think is his strongest gift, his ability to relate and share his experiences, but not in a way that hinders your ability to grow and do whatever you think is important to yourself. So I really appreciate Richard and his ability to communicate and to articulate the important things, which are not always financial. It's mostly the people around you, the relationships that you build, and being true to yourself and being true to the people that you're around is probably a wonderful business model to really kind of emulate, and I think Richard embodies that.